Okay, against better judgment and the advice of my doctor, I'm doing another insulting tutorial. So welcome to our tutorial now on pages. If you're not familiar with what pages are, Jesus fucking Christ, how are you getting to this point in your life? Seriously, it's a Word document editor, all right? It's not that fucking hard to figure out what pages means, okay? So if you want to know what pages are all about, here's what we're going to do. We're going to open up the fucking program. So first things first, click on pages. Now you can go into the little search bar up there. The little, looks like a little magnifying glass, and search for pages if it's not there. But if you don't know how to do that, you probably aren't even interested in making documents because you can't fucking read. All right, so first things first, the first time you open up pages, it's going to welcome you to pages. Make you feel all happy that you paid all this money for an Apple computer. You click continue. Don't worry about any of this shit on here, okay? iCloud, don't. Just fucking don't, all right? Templates, all that stuff. It's just telling you about this. And it's going to tell you also you can save as Microsoft Word files because fuck you, Microsoft. Take that. Create a document. That's what you're going to do. When you do that, it's going to bring you up to all these choices, okay? Don't be all overwhelmed and wonder if your SSSI inhibitor bullshit is going to kick in right now, because it doesn't matter. It's okay. There's a lot of choices, I know. And your anxiety might be kicking in just a little, but it's going to be all right. It breaks it down into different categories. There's basic, which is just, your everyday document. And 99% of the time that's going to work. But let's just go out on a limb and say that you're probably out there trying to, sell your piece of shit car. So you want to make a nice flyer. So let's go for that. Let's go through all these categories though first. There's reports. You're never going to use. Stationery. If you want to get real pretentious, be one of those pretentious fuckwads like Bill at the office. It's like that. You just shut up, I don't give a shit that you use the bold type letter stationery. Bill, go fuck yourself. There's flyers and posters, which is what we're going to do. We'll come back to that. There's cards, which are all going to look exactly the same. You'll spot those from every asshole who's bought an Apple computer in the last 6 years. They all look the same. There's miscellaneous. You ain't ever going to use that. And then there's newsletters to annoy the fuck out of your extended family at Christmas. But what we're going to focus on right now is flyers and posters. Again, there's a lot of choices. Just take a breath. Maybe, take a hit of the beer or something. I don't know. Just, it's going to be fine. You got all these choices. Don't go for one of these, type posters. It's so out of your pay grade if you're trying to use something like that. You can't begin to comprehend what they did graphically on that. So just go with something simple. We're going to go with the tab flyer because if you can kind of tell, they have all these little pullaways for the phone number. So let's just click on that and go choose. See how simple this is? This is going to be real simple. It's going to bring you this little page here. This is pages, you dipshit. This is how it works, okay? It's going to have some tips. We're not even going to worry about that. We're just going to kind of let that go. Oh, it's going to go through the fucking tips. Jesus Christ. We're here. That's why we're here. We're doing these. We don't want to learn any more about. No, don't bring up the goddamn. Don't make that mistake. Okay? So we're going to hide those. Basically, this is where you're at right now. Okay? So it's going to have this poster. It's already done. Really for you. You just got to insert your bullshit into it, okay? This has got for sale some goddamn hipster custom fixie bike. Jesus Christ. Look at that thing. It looks nice. It's so impractical. Who the fuck would ever use that? Anyway, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your own pictures, and I actually have a few sitting here, so you can just take a picture. Watch this magic here. Oh my God. I drop it in where this picture is, and boom, it's got my shitbox right there. All right? Maybe we're going to just don't even worry about that. That it just says I need an update. Okay, don't freak out on me. Christ. Maybe we don't like that picture. Maybe there's another picture of our car that we like better. Well, we can just drag it, drop it right over there. Look at that. We got another picture of the shitbox. Or we could try another one and just drag it and drop it. And, you know, that one's pretty good. You can kind of move this around. Just be warned, though, that you move the whole thing. Okay, so it might cover up some text. Don't get too creative with this Picasso, because somebody actually took some fucking time, all right? And they already put some thought into this layout. And you are not going to top it with your bullshit, okay? I'm just trying to get you started here so you can get into this program and actually fucking use it, okay? All right? All right, so the let's say we like the other picture of the shitbox better. Let's go with that one. But if you notice, it's cutting off the edge of it, and we want everybody to see that goddamn fender, don't we? Well, here's what you do. You go click on image up here in the side, and you get to edit mask or instant alpha. Now watch this. I click it, and it brings the whole picture then. You're like, oh my God, what have I done? The world is about to end. Just click it again. It's going to be fine. All right? You can also edit the mask, and this is what we want to do. Now, if I click and it shows kind of on the side there, on the sides, you can see this like where it's kind of faded out a little bit. It's giving you a representation of what it's going to look like inside that mask. You can also zoom in, zoom out. So we're going to want to zoom out just a little bit, kind of move it over, and when we click done, what? It's like magic. It's like they already thought about that shit before you even thought about that shit. So, here's what you do for the rest of this. And you want to edit this text because you don't want to say custom fixie bike, because you don't want to look like one of those fuckwads. So what you want to do is click on it again. Now when it highlights that, this is when you can type your bullshit, okay? Shitbox car. And we're not going to change the price on that. Now it'll let you keep going here if you want to keep typing. But look at, oh my God, where did my text go? Just, it's okay. Relax. For Christ's sake. What's wrong with you? I'm going to give you a tip here. You're going to be tempted to go over to the right here and change the font. And oh my God, there are so many goddamn fonts, right? If you want to change the font, go ahead. You can change the color. You can change the font. I suggest you don't, because chances are you're going to pick some really ugly goddamn font that you can't even read. Like Comic Sans. Jesus Christ, don't get me started on Comic Sans or Chalkboard. It's like Comic Sans for the dull and uneducated, or Papyrus or Stencil, or for fuck's sake, don't put it in Impact. We get it. You want to shout it from the goddamn mountaintop. Everybody can see it just fine the way it is. So just fucking leave it, all right? This color scheme, maybe you don't like red and black. You know what? Don't fuck with it. Just leave it, all right? You had a graphic designer come in here and give these templates to Apple, and you're actually thinking that your goddamn community college background is better than theirs. Just stop, all right? Over on the side here in this particular one, we got another little box, and it's filled with words. Don't worry, lorem ipsum is not some fucking Illuminati plot against society. It's just Latin. And you can click it again and start typing about your little shitbox car. Shitbox car, rag, whoops, I can't spell here. Don't you dare make fun of me. Rag for a gas cap. All right. 600,000 miles. All highway, of course. Obviously, this car has an aftermarket heater of some sort. Perhaps some sort of mobile meth lab. I don't know. But you're going to put all your description in there. And then the thing you're going to want to do is change your phone number. Don't leave this phone number, for fuck's sake. If I see another one of these flyers hanging in the supermarket and it's got this phone number in there, I'm going to scream, okay? But you'll want to change the description down here. You see all these little tearaways? And when you post this, please be nice and cut these just so people can take them. That's the whole idea. I'm going to want to click on this here and put a short description of, what people are buying or wanting to buy. We'll just put shitbox because it doesn't fit real well otherwise. And then when I triple click that, you see it caught all of that? You want to hit Command C. If you're just coming over from, Windows and going to Apple is a real big thing. It's Command C, Apple C. Holy shit. It's not that much different, folks. And then click on the other ones and go Command V. Of course, that took away my goddamn phone number there. But all I had to do is hit delete, and it was fine. All right, and then we're going to go do that on the rest of these. All right, whoops. Now, here's a trick for you. If you go Apple Z, it does undo for you. How nice is that? You got that in Windows? Yeah, actually, you do, but... So we're going to go through here, and we're going to change all of these so they say shitbox. Because that's what we're selling. We're not selling some goddamn hipster bike. We are selling our shitbox Volvo with a fucking corn stove in it. That's a heater. And we are done. That wasn't that hard, was it? Now you're going to want to save it. And when you go up to save it, you got some options. You can save, or you can export it to a PDF, a Word. Don't overwhelm yourself with all these choices. It's going to be all right. If you want to do Word, that's great. You want to send it to somebody who has a Windows PC, whatever. PDF, whatever's going to print, okay? Because that's what you want to do is print 50 copies of this and get this goddamn thing from, outside of your yard, right? So you save it, you print it, you post it, you're done. All right. Moral of the story: don't fuck with the stuff too much. All right. You can go back in here and mess with all the style and the text and don't do that. Just fucking don't. You click on a different individual spot and it's going to give you different choices up here for what you can do. But again, you probably don't want to mess with it too much because it's going to be just fine. You export it, you sell your piece of shit, everybody's happy. All right? This has been our insulting tutorial on how to use Pages on Apple, and I hope you sell it, because if you don't, that shit's just going to sit there. Nobody wants that. All right. Goodbye for now.